Welcome to the Purple Positivity Podcast for June the 11th, 2018. I'm your host, the amazingly adorable Rebecca Thistle, podcasting to you live-ish from my kitchen/dining room table in my apartment, which I call Jeffrey Thistlework. Yes. I am really tired. I have not slept well for the past, few days. I was supposed to hang out with my junk buddy yesterday, but I woke up and I was just like, nope, it ain't happening. And I texted him and I was like, I'm sorry, dude. I am not feeling it. I keep coughing and my throat hurts and and I still feel really blah. I mean, I slept really well last night, which was awesome. But I'm not feeling it, y'all. I am not feeling, I'm just so tired. And I have to go into work today. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to. Because I need the extra money on my paycheck. And also because I said I would. So, and also because I'm going to miss, probably about 2 hours of work tomorrow. So, anyways, yeah. Also, I'm missing all caps fanboy more than I thought I would. I just miss hanging out with him, you know? I just, and then I watched, like I do every Monday morning, I watched, John Oliver's, main segment from last night on, Last Week Tonight. And all I could think was, I want to tell Fanboy all about this. I want to make him watch this. Look, dude. And, because it's, but, because it's some of the stuff that we would talk about. And I feel because it's so stupid to get all worked up about shit like that, Anyways, so I'm out of it, and so I'm gonna try and do my best on this show, and I'm sorry that I sound so subdued and sad and all that. If you're a regular listener of this show, you know that I've been going through some pretty rough times for quite a while, and it's all sort of coming to a head. And it's really, it's a shit show. It's a shit show, and I don't know when it's gonna end, And I'm so angry at everything and everyone, and well, not everyone. I am just so angry about so much, and it bothers me that I'm angry because there's still that instinct in me to feel ashamed of feeling emotions. And but more than that, I know I brought this on myself to a certain degree, but I also know that all of this is somebody else on a power trip. And I keep listening to Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. There's something, don't judge me, but there's something so cathartic in that song. Well, not really cathartic because I keep listening to it. There's something in that song that just brings something out of me. But there's a part where it says And the world goes on another day, another drama. But not for me, not for me. All I think about is karma. And then the world goes on, but one thing's for sure. Maybe I got mine, but you'll all get yours. And so I've got a metric fuck ton of karma that is rolling my ass over right now. But the people driving that dump truck have their own metric fuck ton of karma that's coming their way. And there's a part of me that just wants to like sit back and like laugh at them, but these are people that I love. And actually that's like what I want to talk about today on the show is as cliche as it sounds, is love. So 13 Reasons Why. Sounds so random. If you've never seen this show on Netflix, it's actually really good. It's really hard to watch, but it's really good. But the first season is about this girl, Hannah Baker, kills herself, and she leaves behind these cassette tapes where on the tapes she talks about the reasons why she killed herself, and she calls out some of her classmates for being those reasons why, and their actions contributing to her decision. Well, in the second season, we get to see more of Hannah's story, but from the point of view of those reasons why, of those classmates. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And specifically, the incident that I want to talk about is there's a part where she stays up all night doing, I guess, like ecstasy or something with Clay Jensen, and while they're high, they're having this conversation, and Clay starts talking about infinity, and he says, you know, it's really weird that we have a word for a concept that we can never comprehend. And Hannah says, well, maybe love is how we comprehend infinity, where no matter what, you don't stop loving a person. And there are two examples in my life that I can think of that support this idea of love being infinite. Actually, there's three, but the third one I can't really talk about. But first and foremost, obviously, it's my son. I remember in the hospital, he was born via C-section for a bunch of stupid reasons that I don't really want to detail because it's kind of gross. Nobody wants to hear your childbirth story, and I know that. So, but, you know, when they give you a C-section, like, they put a curtain, a little partition thing across, like, your midsection so that you can't see them opening you up and disemboweling you and removing a human being from your body. Because that would be pretty traumatic to look at, I would expect. But anyway, so when they pulled my son Gabriel out, you know, they held him above this partition so that I could see my baby boy. And I just remember looking into his eyes And just knowing that there was, in that instant, in that one moment in time, I knew there was nothing that child could do at any point that would make me stop loving him. Nothing. And every day, and I'm trying so hard not to cry, and every day of my life, that just gets reaffirmed. No matter how hurt I am being away from him, no matter, when he was still with me, I'd clean the house, and 15 minutes later, he'd destroy it. I never stopped loving that child. There was nothing he could do to make me stop loving him. And I because I have this sick, twisted mind that I do, I think, oh, well, what if one day he goes crazy and he kills a bunch of people? I'm not going to condone that behavior. I'm not going to excuse that behavior. But I'm not going to stop loving him either. That's my child. That's my child. I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard not to cry. And that brings me to the other example of how I know that love and infinity are basically the same thing. And that's my mom. I will never stop loving my mom. She has let me down so many times in my life. In recent history, and in ancient history, quote unquote, ancient, I'm not that old, she's let me down. She has hurt me. And I love her. And I will never stop loving her. And because I know what it is to be a mom now, I know that she never stopped loving me. That even though her actions don't seem to be loving all the time, in fact, sometimes they seem downright vindictive. I know she loves me. And I know, even though I want to think she's got some nefarious, ulterior motives, I know her intentions are good and come from a place